Okay, so this is Spencer again with a quick tip on mixing multi-gallons of paint. And so I'm going to go over what it means to box your paint. And so if you have an old pair of gloves in your house, preferably with a cushion, if you want to learn how to do this properly, please get your gloves so that you can spar with your paint cans. And you're going to take like a fighter's position so that you can properly box your paint cans. Just kidding. Boxing your paint means, I don't know how the term came into existence, but I think if you put two open cans together and you go like this, somehow I think they came up with the term boxing. But I'm going to show you what to do to make sure that the color is all uniform. Here is 3 cans of paint. That's one. Now, multitask, unless you don't have the ability to do that. Alright. So, what I like to do when I empty out a can of paint is to leave it upside down, pouring into another can. That's a lot of paint left in there. It's a lot of paint. If you gather it up, you'll see what I mean. So now you're going to take your other color. Now, I should tell you that you need a 5-gallon pail around. You don't want to put 2 gallons of paint into a 2-gallon bucket. You barely have any room to stir it. So get yourself a 5-gallon bucket. If you have any old joint compound buckets laying around, clean them out. And if you can get them pretty clean, because you don't want any compound in the mix. So if you can get them nice and clean, use that. If not, spend the $4 or whatever it is. I just went to Sherwin-Williams and I got a 5-gallon bucket of joint compound, right? These rip-offs charged me almost $20 for this. And I said, is this correct? Yeah, that's correct. Now I get a contractor's discount. I said, $19 for 5 gallons of joint compound? Are you serious? Lowe's has it for 14 and change. If you get the pro form, it's like $13 and change. I said, I don't have $4 or $5 to throw at you every time I get a bucket of joint compound. I said, that's your discount for contractors? Anyway, don't buy it at Sherwin-Williams. Now, don't pour it too hard into it. It's going to splash back in your face, all right? So now, a lot of times people come out of the paint store without these.
Have a good day.
You gotta get them, all right? Now, why are we boxing the paint? Well, this is custom color. When you get a person that mixes paint,
Hey, there you are.
there's gonna be a little drip here and a little drip there, a little more and a little less. And because of that, the shade will vary slightly from 1 gallon to the next. Think about it, you're depending on a human being to put 2 of this, 1 of this, half of this. And all these little colors come out. All these little colors come out of this machine after he or she presses the button. And invariably you get mistakes. Now this is what I do for my paint cans when I let one empty out into the other, you know? This way, gather up all that paint. But now if you're boxing properly, you're going to incorporate that, you're going to integrate it into your main bucket here. This is where we mix all the cans together. Now, use your head when you're getting, let's say you start out with 5 gallons of paint, and then you wind up painting a little more in your house, and you say, I need another gallon of paint. Do not mix the paints. Don't mix them. Now you start a new batch, and always keep a little cup of paint aside from the batch that was boxed, so that you can touch them. If you finish a paint job, let's say you do 4 rooms, and you ran out of paint, you needed 3 more gallons. Well, you got 2 different colors. You got one that was the 4 gallons, and you got one that's the 3. So don't mix those colors when you come home from the paint store. keep a little to the side of the first batch and know the rooms that you painted with that first batch. And then the next batch is a totally different color, even though you don't see it with the eye. You would see it if you put it up against it and you mixed it and you continued the same wall with the same paint. You say, what happened here? Well, you didn't box the paint. Boxing simply means integrate. You're integrating all the colors, all right? Now, you think I would have a rag with me, right? I do, just not right near me. And boy, it hurts getting up in there. Hold on a second. Now, if you click on like to this video, if you're the 5th person that clicks on like, you will get a free trip to Aruba for 2 days, fully paid from the Tampa Bay wallpaper installer. Just kidding. Click on like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notifications bell so that you continue to get the rest. Okay, so you definitely want to have a glove on here, okay? Sorry to make such a boring video, but that's what boxing is all about. To each his own. I think I'd go crazy if I had to listen to that all day. So there you have it. This is boxing. And I'll see you on the next frame.